Hello, hi everybody. I really am excited, but a little bit tired to be honest. No, I have a lot of energy. Yes, I would like to speak to you about something that's been nudging me. I've already recorded one video today, but this one is specific because it's to do with discomfort and fear. Okay. And I've been thinking about it, but also some things were coming up and I thought, well, not now, go away. But it was like recorded. So I'm recording. And it is to do with discomfort, okay? Because for a very long time, this is what I've been doing when I was going wrong. I've been going wrong by not giving in to discomfort, thinking there's something wrong with it, okay? Because I even remember distinctly, I think, I don't remember when it was, but I remember that I've recorded one video and I was talking about how nice I like it, how fluffy, safe, warm, pink and sweet and stuff like that, and be surrounded by everything that is pleasant, right? And what I didn't realize at the time was that that kind of environment will never give you growth. And what I wanted was to grow. What I needed, my soul needed me to go forward and kick my ass so that I can actually go out there and kick asses, okay, and just like a rock, okay. But I wouldn't be able to do it if it hadn't been for one trait of character that I had, and that is courage, okay, because despite the fact that I was actually sometimes avoiding certain situations that I didn't really want to experience or feel because it was comfortable for me, I actually just had quite a high level of courage, and whenever it was needed, I was the kind of person who was taking responsibility for the situation. I could admit it and then say, yes, I fucked up or whatever, or listen, look, this is what it feels like, this is what it's like, this is not comfortable for any of us, blah blah blah, let's do this, let's go through this or whatever, okay. So I could do it, but I was avoiding that kind of situations like this because they're not really comfortable, okay. But discomfort is the only thing that is going to give you growth. Discomfort is actually something that you should give into if you want to grow quicker. Something that you feel like you're resisting, something that you know that you're avoiding, something that you think that you're postponing or you're procrastinating on all the time persistently, is something that you should just like sit down with yourself and say like, now or never, fuck it, I'm doing it, I'm going, right? And I'm not going to stop myself now. I'm not going to find another excuse. I'm not going to say like, oh, well, later, or, I haven't got time now. I just need to do all these things, because deep down inside that this is what you need to do. That inside of you, this thing is keep on showing up, keep on popping up to the surface all the time and giving you nudges, and you just keep on pushing it and saying like, not now, no, I have to do those things, no, I haven't got time, no, it's too late, or it's too early, or I don't have enough money, or I have too much money, or I need to see my friends first, I need to speak to my family first, or this and this and this, and there's 100 and thousands of excuses that you can possibly come up with before you do the thing that you should be doing. But really, you should just go and do it if you want to grow. And I know that it's not easy, because I had situations like this, like on a weekly basis, at least 2 or 3 times. I know that I need to go into something, and I just sort of lie to myself that it's not necessary right now, or it's not really convenient right now, or I'm going to do it when my child is going to be bigger, or I'm going to do it when this or this and whatever. But really, when you go out and do it, this is when you grow. When you just go and expose yourself to discomfort and something that is not really pleasant, something that you fear, okay, something that you're scared of. Like I could possibly give you an analogy. For example, like when you go, I don't know if you've ever had that anxious feeling. Like, for example, you're at the gym and you know that something that is really heavy and you don't know if you're going to be able to do lift or push or whatever on the machine, or anything, or the exercise or workout that you want to do, and it's going to be unpleasant, okay, and that it's just not going to be nice for you, but it's going to be expensive because your muscles are going to look hot ass and really, really nice. And this is what you want. So you give in to this discomfort and go through it, and you know it's not going to last forever. So you go into it, and then you squeeze the muscles, and it hurts, and it burns, and it's painful, and you want to cry, and so on. But you like it at the same time because it is beneficial, and you know that the muscle will grow. Okay, so the same with your mind, and the same with your spirituality and physicality. So, and your health, obviously, because that's everything is connected. So like if you have something, I suppose I could especially direct this message to people who have fibromyalgia, okay? And there is a reason for it, because my mom is one of them, and I would love her to be healthier, okay? I would love her to feel better because she's always in pain, okay? And I'd like to say one thing, okay? The reason why you are forever on the go and you think you can't stop doing things because you always have to be busy with something from energetic level, because the doctors will tell you that this is a very characteristic trait of people with fibromyalgia, that you have to go around and always forever keeping yourself busy with stuff like that and everything. But you can sit down, right? You can force yourself to sit down. The energetic reason why you are actually not doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is sitting down, is just because you are scared, okay? And that's only fear, okay? And fear is just a feeling that you can go into and you can lean into, and it's going to be unpleasant for a bit, right? Not very long time, okay? And if you distract yourself with doing things, you are actually missing out on quite a lot, because you can make yourself healthier and you can help yourself a lot by just sitting down and sitting with your emotions, because your body is just trying to tell you something and trying to make you notice something, okay, by the physical pain that it's giving you, okay? You need to sit down with yourself and have a little bit of fearful moment and face your traumas, okay? Nothing wrong that you've done, okay? Nobody's done this to you. Things just happened. You were thinking, different things throughout your lifetime, okay? So different things were created, okay? And the feelings that were in there that you didn't have time, or you didn't know how to, or you wasn't allowing to, or you weren't ready to feel at the time when traumas happened, whatever it could be. For one person, trauma is going to be something as awful as rape, for example, right? Or seeing someone die, or seeing someone being injured, or being injured themselves, and that must be like really traumatic. But for other people, trauma is going to be like, I don't know, seeing somebody naked, or just falling over, or anything that is just not pleasant, okay? It's gonna be traumatic, because we are really delicate beings, okay? And things that we think that they are normal and acceptable, sometimes they aren't for us, specifically for us, because we might be actually a very sensitive person compared to others who actually just went through the same thing or even worse things, but they've come out all right of that trauma. But we are holding something inside of us that is blocking us, and it's not allowing us to feel and to be healthy, okay? So that's the message for today. I don't know how it came out. I mean, I knew that I had to say it, but that is to do with giving into discomfort, and that is to do with being in the unpleasantness, okay, and embracing it, because that's the only way to grow, okay? There is one more thing also that I wanted to say with regards to the same thing. Excuse me. This is when you think of a caterpillar, okay, which is a fresh topic because we just saw one with my daughter yesterday underneath the table in the pub, and it was quite like an experience, because we then Googled what this caterpillar, what kind of butterfly or moth is going to change into, right? So the caterpillar is living a life, okay, and I think I've spoken about it in previous videos, but I really think it's so important to repeat that, so that people understand that the change and the growth is a natural thing and a natural process, okay? And if they don't give into this, they're either going to be thrown into this that is going to be not very pleasant for them, because the situation they're going to be experiencing are going to be worse than what they would have been should they given in voluntarily, okay, into the discomfort, or they're going to experience physical discomfort in their body, in their physical body, okay, because they haven't faced certain energies, they haven't felt certain things that were important for them to feel at the time when they couldn't because they weren't ready. Excuse me, or they just couldn't for any reason whatsoever, okay. So now, like, you have this caterpillar who's living a normal life, and all of a sudden the caterpillar needs to, obviously, this is going to be a natural process from a caterpillar who's full of food that is now going to change into a butterfly. But before it happens, or a moth, before it happens, it has to go into this little, I don't know the technical term, like a cocoon or something, and it's going to be squashed in there, it's going to be dark in there, it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be painful, there will be some things shedding, the whole DNA and the whole system has to just like sort of evolve. And obviously after a while, when it all cracks and the butterfly comes out, right, with wings, okay, and it can fly, all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, life is amazing, because I can just like now see all the flowers I've been eating all the time, right, from above. That's great, that's amazing. But it had to go through something uncomfortable, okay? And yes, of course, with caterpillars, because they are only tiny and they are the little creatures, and they haven't got the abilities that humans have, they haven't got a choice but to change into, and they don't resist that, right? Where the humans were taught, they were taught to resist change often, okay? And this is what happened to me. This is where I want to use my own experience to change people's lives if they choose to, if they want to have a better life for themselves, because everybody deserves amazing life, amazing time on this planet here, to have fun, to have health, to have a nice body, to enjoy themselves, but really like from the inside, so that they don't feel any kind of lack or emptiness or lack of abundance across any area of their lives, but just on the contrary, to experience abundance and wealth across all areas, at the level of excellence across all areas, okay? Because that's how amazing we are, and this is how worthy we are of all of these things. So that everyone can, that's why it's so important to understand that you create your life with thoughts, okay? You create your life with thoughts, with your thoughts. And your thoughts, in order for you to know what you're creating, you need to know your thoughts. And in order to know your thoughts, you need to stay mindful of your thoughts, okay? To stay mindful of your thoughts, you need to have a relationship with yourself, to actually just speak to yourself on a daily basis and say, like, what do I think about this? What do I think about that? What do I want from this, from that, and stuff, and etc., etc. Okay, and in order to have a relationship with yourself and build one, you need to give yourself a lot of space and time. And I've been always saying that from this very start. It is crucial for you guys to understand that time alone and time for yourself, just with you, for those few minutes a day, in the morning, in the evening, okay, to write things down for yourself, to speak to yourself calmly, to see how you feel, to check in with yourself whether there is anything you need, to have this time for yourself and space for yourself, so that you for once treat yourself as priority rather than everybody else, is going to give you an amazing result, okay? You're going to build bit by bit, day by day, relationship with yourself that is going to reflect then onto the rest of your life, okay? And the better your relationship with yourself, the better the external, the better your reality. Because if you're going to have a really good relationship with yourself, and you're going to have really nice, amazing thoughts on every single area of your life, and you actually, and at the same time you have it in at the back of your head that you are actually creating that reality with those thoughts, because that is the energy, that's the mind of yours is your magic wand that you are using in order to get your life the way you want, then you're only going to improve it. When you realize this, when you know, and when you get to know how it works, you're going to only want to have positive thoughts. You're not even going to think of having a negative thought. Once you notice, you're gonna do everything to start noticing them and kicking them out of your head, okay? And changing yourself into that person who's got the positive beliefs. And the older version that is not serving you anymore is going to start dying. The caterpillar is going to be shed from you. Excuse me, from the top of you, from like the whole surface is going to come off you, and a brand new you is going to come out, because you're going to understand how important it is for you to have clear mind, clear thoughts, positive mind, positive mindset. And I'm not talking about feeling positive all the time here, because people say like, oh, Miss Positivity, what about like, why are you crying? I'm just not saying that you have to be like immune yourself to feelings that are not pleasurable. That's on the contrary. If you feel like there is something that's coming up to a surface and it's not serving you, but you know that you want to get rid of it, you obviously can affirm on how you want to feel, but at the same time you still have some things that you have to go through at the moment. And that's why you need to go through it, and you need to give in to the sadness, give in to the anger, give in to this shame, right? To guilt, because you're going to feel like the whole fun of emotions and feelings, they are going to come out and come up to a surface when you start changing into a person that you want to become. When you start affirming positive things all the time, every day, the old version is going to start to come out of you physically, right? So you're going to feel it in your body. You're going to have all sorts of symptoms, right? And one of them, the easiest way to shed things is by releasing tears, right? So you might end up, like, for example, crying more than you used to when you start being changing yourself into positive, more upgraded version, let's say, right? Because everything that is not serving you anymore is going to try and come out of your body, through your physical body, right? It's going to come out of your energetic area that is surrounding you through your physical body. Okay, that's why you feel this. Don't resist those feelings. Give in to those feelings, even if they are not really comfortable, because this is how you grow. Okay, right. Have a good night. I love you all. All the best. Hope this the video was helpful. I find this really helpful to know that when I decide that I want to feel or think certain way in the future, and I start to think like this right now by just repeating that every day with my affirmations, I know that the person who was thinking different thing, like the old version of me, who was thinking things wrong, the way that wasn't serving me, right, which I realized, and now that's why I'm changing, is just going to try and get out and just get some space and put some, just come out of me, basically, right? Be shattered of me, because I don't need it anymore. So it's going to leave some space for the new that comes in, okay? So you're basically clearing and healing the old you, and then the new you is coming in, okay? That's going to result in a little bit of discomfort, but you have to remember there's discomfort, tears, rage, anger, sadness, jealousy, shame, guilt. All of these things are going to be there for a while, and they're gonna go, okay? It's nothing to scare of. Your body is actually designed to deal with those energies with ease if you try and give in, okay? Just give in to them and then just observe them, because they're not gonna give you any physical harm. You're not gonna get any physical harm by feeling angry. Okay, it's really healthy for you to feel anger inside of you, like to give in and feel it and accept that, oh, I'm feeling angry, like, oh, I'm gonna feel frustrated, I'm feeling frustrated, I feel shame right now. It's just like so weird, but you don't need to in any way judge yourself, okay? Because these are the old things that are inside of your body that they've been there for years, okay? They've been there for years. If you wanna like change yourself into a version that suits you, that supports you, that is going to bring you a lot of benefits in physical and emotional, mental, and spiritual sense, okay, and across all the areas of your life, then you have to remember. Oh, I don't remember how I started the sentence. You just give in, okay? If you want to change yourself into a person who's going to serve you, you're gonna have to give some space for that person. Okay, give this person some space. Let the old person go. Let the old person with old attachments go completely, right? Let them just go and be in the past, because this is where they belong. Now the new person is arriving inside of you, and you need some space. And you can only give energetic space to your new you when you let go of the past you, okay? When you give in to that, whatever that was, whatever trauma you've experienced, whatever you thought that you were feeling, but you still haven't got over it yet fully, go through it. Find some time for yourself, sit down with yourself, feel it all, say like, okay, go for it, bring it on, okay? I'm a badass, I'm here to stay, and I want to be upgraded version right now, so I need some space for my new me, okay? I love you very much. Have a great night.